Sharp rise in domestic violence cases in Davis County. According to the sheriff's office, officers are responding to more and more calls. This as the local shelter to help victims is at capacity. Fox 13's Nineveh Dinha joins us live in story. Nineveh.
Hi there, Hope. Domestic violence isn't just a problem locally. National statistics recently released show 1 in 3 young men have been victims of dating violence, and nearly 1 in 3 say they've been the abuser. Here in Utah, areas like Davis County say domestic violence cases. They say the sheer number of calls they're getting is enough of an indication that it's becoming an issue in their community. Shelters like the Safe Harbor Crisis Center in Kaysville says their 31 beds are always full. The executive director there says the violence is escalating and doesn't just involve slapping or hitting. The Davis County Sheriff's Office points to recent cases like Christopher Lee Ertman, who was arrested and charged with attempted murder. The 25-year-old is accused of slashing his estranged wife's throat. Sergeant Susan Polson says there's been a shift and they're seeing an increase in the number of cases with estranged or divorced couples.
We're guessing that it's probably equivalent to what's going on around the Wasatch and maybe the state. We're on target this year for roughly double the number of domestic situations that we had in 2010.
We are seeing a lot more physical violence, a lot more serious injuries, a lot more individuals that need medical attention and psychological help, and that's more extreme than we've seen in the past.
Officials aren't entirely sure why their numbers are increasing, but say part of the problem is many of the victims don't recognize the warning signs. So it sounds like there needs to be more outreach to the community to educate potential victims of domestic violence. But most shelters, including Safe Harbor, offer those type of outreach programs, Hope.
Now, Nineveh, it sounds like they can't really pinpoint any one reason for this dramatic spike.
Yeah, you know what, Hope, tough to pinpoint. You heard Davis County say their numbers have nearly doubled since 2010, and they think that trend is happening across the state, not just in their county. The executive director thinks society has just become more violent in general, but pinpointing the problem is one thing, finding a solution is entirely different, and oftentimes it's a lack of funding that's an issue. A lot of these shelters just don't have the money to operate at their best potential. It's unfortunate.
All right, Nineveh, thank you.